a free action.
Okay, and it's a medicine?
Yeah. You're not 100% sure. You've worked with a lot of chemicals. This did smell sort of potent-ish, and like you do kind of feel yourself getting a little bit drowsy. Nothing too bad, but there's a lot of things that could do that to you, though.
Okay, so Richard is going to just tilt his head to the side, reach his trying to remember which arm it is, the prosthetic arm up, and then just sort of appear to reach down into the ground. I'm gonna cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. So a large earthen skeleton hand is gonna reach up from the ground underneath this fucker's feet and try to grapple him.
Ooh, pop up the spell thing. Yeah, thank you.
Boop.
Strength saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes damage and is restrained. Okay. DC's 15.
Yep. Of fucking course.
So as you cast the spell and the arm comes out of the ground, it goes to grab around him, and he just grabs both ends with his hands, the fingers, and just sort of like keeps them in place as he's able to step back out of the way.
Okay, and he's in melee with me?
From where things are at... No, he's 10 feet from you right now.
Okay. How close am I to the sewer entrance?
I'd say about... be 60 feet.
I begin running for the sewer entrance.
What's your speed at?
My speed is 30.
30, okay. And are you able to do anything to dash to it? Or is it just your 30?
It would be just my 30. Oh! Sorry, may have forgot I can do a thing. Nah, I don't think I can. Yeah, no.
Okay.
I was gonna say I could cutting words it and potentially make him fail, but yeah, no.
Alright, well, he sees you starting to run, and you don't hear much of what he's saying, but you do, looking back, see some movements of his hand, and he's going to point right at you, and I'm going to want you to make a wisdom save. Alright, and as soon as the finger is pointed at you, you are unable to move. You are completely paralyzed. The person in question walks up to you, and yeah, he'd still be 10 feet away from you. By the way, does your lizard require anything, like a concentration or anything from you?
My lizard?
Mm-hmm.
No, familiars just sort of be around. But it does have a telepathic connection to me, and at this point it just starts chirping wildly and frantically.
Okay, so it is a familiar. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So yeah, he goes up to you. He gets within that range. Is it at the end of your turn that you make the save again? Yes, it is. So you can go ahead and make another wisdom save.
Wisdom is not as high as stats.
Hey, look at it this way. We have officially ruled out that just because you have low stats doesn't mean you roll high.
It's true. You struggle as hard as you're able to against the bonds, the invisible bonds, but you're still unable to move. The man catches up with you, and he places that cloth over your mouth, and you find yourself just going slowly.
Not even getting a con save.
Oh, you know what? No, you're right. Yeah, do me con save, please. I forgot about that.
Here comes natural one.
Close. Close.
You're unconscious.
So the lizard on Nom's shoulders just like screaming and then falls asleep.
So
Uh,
I.
Would
there we go.
Noah still be close enough to hear the chirping lizard thing, and see this blonde individual turn back, see the other two? Would Noah have seen the other two? Dependent on the puppy, though.
No, because the dog is mainly focusing on the person leading them.
Yeah.
As well as like, ooh, there's food over there. Ooh, there's more food over there. Ooh.
Noah is keeping track of details as they walk past to remember where the fuck she's going and how to get back.
Okay,
Dog
so
also
directional
only has
details.
one eye too, so.
Mhm. That was
True, but-
purposeful.
Yeah, Noah can still see through the dog's eyes as if she had two, though.
Oh,
So it doesn't obscure her all that much.
true.
I'm a ghost.
I do have a question. Do I have to roll to actually see if Nam notices the lizard doing its whole thing?
Go for it.
I'm back. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I've also just read it would not be unconscious if I'm unconscious, so it is still running around Nom's neck, just screaming its head off.
Crush it.
Okay. Oh yeah, all right.
So this random lizard is just screaming right now.
Pretty much, yeah. He's just like he's running around the little space on Nom's shoulder, running up to his ear, just going ah, and then keep going.
What's going on, Lassie? What's going on? Dick fell into a well? Well, shit,
Literally
we need to go
just gonna
save him.
Literally's gonna take her dog and then continue in the general direction that the woman left in. You go have fun with your dick.
Don't say that too loudly in public, please. Dom is just going to put the lizard on the ground and go like, all right, so you have something to show me, so let's get going.
Okay, Sparky begins leading the way toward the last known resting place of Richard.
All right, that'll take about 5 minutes to get there. So while you're heading there, actually, with all of you as you are, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Including Sparky.
No,
I
not
almost
including
looked
Spark.
for
Do I need to roll a new one, or?
No, yeah, a new one for you, please, because it's for
God
something
damn it.
different.
Why?
Hey.
Damn. So, literally, you're focused on like keeping up with this woman while also like rubbing your dog's belly and just giving it all the love in the world that you possibly can in this moment.
She deserves all the love.
Noah and Nom. Nom looking through the crowd, like there's not really like for how the lizard is acting frantically, you sort of expected him to get into trouble of some kind. Like, I don't know, he pissed off a store owner or someone saw what he was or whatever. But everyone's still like walking around calmly here, like everyone's still going about their business just fine. Noah, you follow while following this woman. Yeah, you're mostly just
by, really.
yeah. While you're being led by this woman, you see that she's going into a much like poorer district of the city. You can see some buildings are in heavy states of disrepair and generally like what looks to be like the slums of the town, basically.
Is the puppy that she's currently possessing further in towards the front or closer to the back, like maybe behind the owner?
It seems closer to the front.
Shit.
Like she's one of the ones she's kind of like having to put in effort to keep it from running off.
Okay.
Yeah, you possessed
Then-
one of the energetic puppies, remember?
Yeah.
I'm waiting then. To continue following, being led, and watching.
Alright, so you follow her for, I'd say about 10 more minutes. You guys get pretty close to the coast. Nom following this little lizard as it's just sort of like running towards a specific area. You see it duck into a back alley. um, passing the animal booths that you guys were previously at. And then it just sort of goes along this back alley for a little bit before it stops at a corner, at a juncture there.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically just starts like jumping and like pointing at the ground from that point. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Another one, please.
Oh boy. Great.
this
Now
point-
what am I?
Perception check with Sparky.
Yes, you can make a perception.
there we
check.
go.
Sparky
See,
has
that-
advantage on perception wisdom checks that rely on smell.
Nice.
He is smelling for dick.
This
It's
is
a little
exactly
salty.
what I expected to happen. Is as soon as the important rolls start, there we go.
Yep. So looking around, you don't see anything. Like, he just took you to this weird back alley. You don't really understand why. Like, you might have heard. Didn't Dick ever mention about going to the sewers to them at all?
Yes,
Several
he
times.
did.
Several times.
Yeah.
Several times.
Several times. Okay, yeah, you do see a sewer grate nearby, but it's clear like the lizard isn't anywhere near it currently, where it's currently freaking out. You little lizard, he stops because he recognizes the area as to where his master was last, and he starts like sniffing around for something, anything, and he's not able to pick up.
Does a
Anything at
storm
all.
lizard have a sense of smell?
Yes, Sparky does have a very good sense of smell.
Apparently, it's so good he actually has like
Advantage.
advantage or
Great puns.
yeah advantage.
It has advantage, yeah. It's like a cat-sized lizard.
I thought it was like a bug-sized lizard.
I thought it was smaller too,
Is
but
it
whatever.
bigger
Still,
than-
details.
I guess just send me like a sheet or something for him, Zeus, a little bit later.
If you look at Richard's familiar,
Oh, is that what it
it's
is?
under that. Yeah.
Considered a
Essentially, it
small
counts as a
creature.
cat.
Or tiny.
Yeah, it's a tiny beast and counts as a cat.
Yeah. Up
It's
to
just flavor to look at the lizard.
up to like I think 8 to 12 inches tall.
Yeah.
Though they do have a lizard that you can summon for Find Familiar.
Oh, okay, I see it now. All right.
Balancing pennies.
Woo!
Fun
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Okay.
Stand, you bitch. Stand.
But yeah, he's
Oh.
unable to pick up any sort of smell of his master, of, the other person, anything at all.
It just looks up at Nam with a sorrowful expression. Yes, goes, "Nope."
And this is why I don't trust any of you to leave my sight.
Nope, nope."
Nam is just going to pick the lizard back up and pat it on the head. Alright, when you have any idea where your friend is, lead me.
Nope.
Good. He's just gonna take that as a confirmation and just start walking back, because he can't see shit.
Fair enough. Okay, and while that's going, we'll jump back to the other group. So, Noah and Larry, you both notice that she's going into the slums currently. And as you're walking along, she's like giving little curt waves to the people who pass by, to the friendly faces that you're able to see. Then she gets to the edge, right near the coast-ish, about over here, and steps into what looks to be a really run-down house. Like, it looks like the roof sort of caved in on the left side, and there's a lot of water damage from what you guys can tell. But she walks in with all of 5 of the dogs.
No, 6.
Sorry, 6, yeah.
5 and a Noah. 6 and a Noah. He's just going along for the ride.
Yeah. Is anyone else in the house, or is it just her and the dogs?
For right now, it's just her.
Alright. She'll kick the door closed behind her and let the dogs just run around for a little bit, putting this stuff probably on a nearby table. Okay, you guys. Mom's gonna be furious, but at least you'll be in good hands. Got little one here, ready for his new home. And she'll start setting to work on taking care of the sick one.
All right. Noah, the dog that you're currently in sort of yawns a bit as it's been running around a lot and curls up and lies down, staring at the sick one with what you can feel, looking at it with what you can feel is concern.
Is the blonde-haired woman facing the one I'm in or away from?
With how she's working on the dog, it'd be away from.
Then Noah will just kind of be like, seems like you have a weird home. Hi. And she's just gonna depossess and move the fuck out of there and go through the walls and leave the house.
Wait, are there other dogs in there? Does no one notice any other dogs? Because she said she had other dogs.
Did Noah... No, I wasn't in the description of the place. It was just a rundown place with the 6 dogs.
That's why I asked.
She depossesses and she leaves, trying to get out, and
Does
she
she
just
hear the sound of
really
other animals?
She does not. No, not as she's leaving. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and Anna, give me a perception with her. Okay,
Jeez,
yeah.
I'm rolling great.
She is focused on what she's doing, and you're able to get out pretty cleanly. One of the dogs lifts an ear in your direction, but really doesn't get up as it's still staring at the young pup that's sick, and then just sort of, and you're able to get back outside.
And Noah's gonna do a circle around the house and try to see if there's any hatches that go down underneath, if there's any place for dogs to actually be kept. She's gonna keep an ear out, see if she hears anything. She's getting a weird vibe from this foreign woman.
You don't trust Anna?
I don't trust Corin.
Sorry, I was writing something down. What was that again?
Noah's gonna do a circle around the house, see if there's anywhere else that can be entered from. And try and see if she hears any dogs inside of this other than the 6.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Doing good.
Circling around the house, it's hard to tell which dogs, what noises are coming from which dogs. Honestly, every other bark seems new to you, so you're not 100% sure as to whether that's indication if there's more dogs or not. As you're going around the building, though, you can see that any other entrances that used to be entrances have been, it looks to be barricaded off, old furniture and wooden planks nailed to keep them closed, including most of the windows.
That's creepy.
This is a weird place and she's just gonna walk back towards that feeling of home that she has with Laralee.
No, I know it's because of the bear, but that's still cute.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a weird house. It's all boarded up and stuff. I didn't see any or hear any other dogs.
Oh, that's weird. She seemed nice, though. Was she different whenever you were alone with her?
Seemed to care about the dogs. I mean, as soon as we got inside, she went straight to caring for it, so... She just kind of shrugs.
That's weird. Well, maybe we can sneak back later.
I remember where it's at, so shouldn't be too hard now. Gonna repossess Laralee and go on their way.
So what do you think we should name the puppy? Laralee goes right back to her.
Well, Her eyes do remind me of the sky.
or orange. The sky is orange.
When the sun's
Are
setting.
you high? Oh, true. You have to think of something nice.
I'm not the best with naming things, so.
She shrugs. Do you think the inn will let us in with the puppy?
They should. There's a very large question mark at the end of that statement.
What floor? Were we on the second floor? Of the inn or higher?
Yeah, you guys were on the second floor.
Larry's gonna go and try to find their window.
Alright, go ahead. Yeah, it wouldn't be difficult. Just give me a survival. Alright, yeah, you're able to circle the building and just sort of measuring it up from the entrance, you're able to find which window is yours. You can even see that you'd left it a little bit ajar from when you had left previously.
Great. Is there... How difficult would it be to get up there?
Probably not very difficult. The windows have very sturdy stills, it looks like, and they're not too far spaced apart. There's even some cracks in the side of from old age that you could probably use.
Is there anyone around that's like... Is this at like the front of the building, in the back?
This is off to the left side of it. There are a few people over there, but it doesn't seem like they're really paying too much attention, as they're more focused on like the stands and the festival itself.
Oh my god. Larry is going to take her rope and gently like use it to like kind of make a harness for the dog and then start climbing up the window. Larry is not taking any chances.
Okay, survival.
This is I'm done.
Give me a general dex roll then. Just to see how well you do the knots and the harness and stuff.
God damn it, no!
Okay.
Knots.
They feel sturdy, you know, you're not really used to it, but you know, you give them a rough tug here and there and they feel sturdy. This is only a pup, so it only weighs like 20 pounds at this point.
That's a big puppy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very big puppy.
Try
Wolf
that again?
puppy. Yeah, it's a wolf puppy. They get pretty big, so.
You don't know what sort of dog this is.
A woof.
Very true.
Woof, woof. It's a fat dog.
So you wrap the rope around, and you feel like you've got it pretty solid. Are you climbing up, or are you on the second floor right now, or are you on the base with the dog?
She's on the base with the dog. She was tying the harness to herself. Like she was tying the dog to her.
Okay, I see.
Like a baby harness.
Yeah,
like a baby harness.
Like a,
okay.
What's it called? A Bjorn.
There you go.
Bjorn.
A baby Bjorn.
Okay. So yeah.
Bjorn.
And do you set the dog like in the front of you, behind you?
Yeah, in the front.
In the front. Okay.
So if she falls on her back and doesn't crush the dog.
Yeah.
Larry is smart.
Noah's also really good at climbing walls.
Oh, right! Can you help me with this?
Possibly?
It was like a feat you had.
Yeah.
Couldn't you, like, take over?
I mean,
Noah
if I use
take
my
over and do
action
that?
to make Larily move and climb up the wall, would that use my ability to climb up walls rather than hers? Me doing it?
Could I see the feet real quick?
And you get to keep that feat, though. You
Yeah.
did.
I don't have to worry about the prone thing because I can't, but...
I'm gonna go ahead and say no. Because it's still Larily herself who's using her physical strengths to climb. While being a ghost, you can control her actions. That doesn't mean you can control her to be as good as you are with it.
I can certainly help, though, can't I?
You can help.
Okay.
You can give her advantage. That is for sure. But you just can't do this
Okay.
and just make it nothing.
That's entirely fair.
Damn
I can
it.
help a little bit.
Okay, just tell me where to put my hands.
Alright.
So I don't die.
How well that goes.
I mean, it's a 2-story building. If she falls, she's not gonna die.
Yeah, no. Alright, let's go with athletics then. With advantage.
My god.
Doesn't matter.
Why?
Alright.
Literally, god damn it!
So climbing up, you take your foot off the ground, and you feel your hand slip off the windowsill immediately, and you just fall backwards onto your back. It's not a long or hard fall; it just knocks the wind out of you and sort of surprises the hell out of your dog.
That didn't
But
go
yeah,
the way I planned it.
She just kind of sighs. Let's try going in the front. She just says like with a frustrated sigh. This doesn't need to be a whole thing. They'll probably just let me in, maybe charge me a bit more. Okay. Larily is going to walk in. She's not trying to be stealthy, but at the same time, she's trying to go unnoticed. She's not trying to like sneak. So if someone notices her, I don't know what I'm saying. You
I
know
do
Trying
what?
to
should-
blend
You
in
know-
with the crowd.
She's trying to blend in to not draw attention to the dog. She's taking it off of her. She no longer has it strapped to her. She has it on a leash on the
Okay.
ground. So she's
Just-
like walking.
Just give me a general stealth then.
I just don't want it to look like she's. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I mean, compared to
So-
everything else, no, it's
Still
not
not
bad.
above a 10.
I mean, it certainly passed. So as you walk in, you can see that, luckily, the tavern is full of people. It is the most full you've ever seen, either just walking around, just having a chat, sitting at the bar, eating, doing a whole abundance of shit. And the innkeeper and everyone working under her are all just, like, busting their asses, just trying to make everyone happy. They don't notice you at all, so you're able to just sort of walk on by and get to your room with no issue.
Great.
Oh, the lady has a new white coat. All right, whatever.
It's not on her, it's on the ground.
Sir, the coat barked at me!
She's dragging it on the ground because she doesn't need money.
Mhm.
Nah.
She's one of those rich people who are like, oh, my coat's on the floor. Ah, I'll just get a new one.
Yeah.
God.
I can't stand. Oh, she's just gonna mumble as she gets up to her. That was fucking so easy.
Yeah. It wasn't as big of an issue as we thought.
Alrighty.
So what is Nom doing at this point?
That's what I was gonna get to.
Larily had a very fun adventure. Let's move on to Nom.
Nom's about to have a not so fun adventure, I can tell.
So, Nom, you hear a noise from the end of the hall, of the end of the alleyway as you're walking away. You turn and you look back, and like you have to take a couple of steps to see out into the main road, which would be like this strip of land right here.
Yeah.
And looking out, you could just see it was just some dude who just tripped on some garbage that some asshole had left on the road there. You hear like a few, "Oh, you motherfucker," and then he just continues walking on.
Well, now we'll do two things. A, he will first check out said bag of garbage, because he does remember who we're dealing with right now.
Okay. Give me investigation then.
Okay. See if this stays accurate to my character. Yes, it does. Okay.
100%.
There's a lot of trash. It seems to be mostly food stuff, like the skins of an apple or banana peel, rotting tomatoes here and there. Just like a whole bunch of garbage. Like there's a few scraps of leather and stuff here, but nothing
Yeah.
big enough that would really cover or help Dick, or that seems even remotely familiar to what Dick's stuff looked like.
Yeah. Just a glance, anyways. Well, now he's just going to follow the man that he found
That tripped over it.
that tripped over it.
Alrighty.
'Cause as of right now, that is the only fucking thing he has going for him right now.
Is there in any way? Are you just following? Are you doing it sneakily?
He will be following after the man. He will not try to be threatening as he's following after him, but he will be making it clear he does actually have business with the man.
He does have business. Okay. So yeah, he'll continue to walk. He goes on forward. Doesn't really seem to pay any mind to you. He stops at a booth later on, which at a glance it looks like they're selling various drinks of various alcoholic drinks. He starts browsing over it, and then the corner of his eye catches your blue scales, and he looks over at you as curiosity and sees that you're walking towards him with some business.
Hey, you, I don't suppose... Do you remember where you tripped over some garbage? Earlier, just a few minutes ago.
Like that? Yeah, I remember a pile of garbage. What? Why?
It seems a friend of mine, I'm abusing the term, has gone missing in the area just a few minutes before I arrived. And I was wondering if you had seen anything there.
Nothing I remember. I was off busy looking at the snakes not too long ago. If your friend's missing, you best talk to a god. That's not my job.
No, it's not. I was just hoping for some information that I could have used with the guards.
Sorry. Tough titties. It's a rough world.
Thanks,
That's a
I guess. I'm going to roll insight just in case.
Go for it.
Yeah, also seems about right.
He
Actually,
seems.
it doesn't matter.
We'd like to point out that the lizard currently known to you as Mep is helping.
Yes.
So the lizard's also insight checking this dude.
Basically.
Okay. So now I'm looking at him. He's just like, okay, he's just some random asshole. Lizard sort of looks at him like very closely, and like he looks at Nam and he looks at the guy. How would he try to like? I don't know what he would. Fuck. How would he go about trying to say that he seems like he's telling the truth? Dusk. I'll leave that up to you.
You just go, Mep.
Thonin, are you enjoying the life of a DM? Are you enjoying this?
My forehead's red.
Unfortunately, someone does not have speak with animals.
Oh, yeah, that's my fault. I'm so sorry. That's a good thing, though, because if I could understand what Drump was saying, that probably would not have ended well.
No, it wouldn't
Yeah,
have.
camels are assholes.
Yeah, I bet.
Take it from my 5-second conversation with one.
He'd be screaming at you, just be like, they're letting all these other camels in from other nations. It's bullshit. We need to build a wall.
Making me regret Drump dying less and less every day.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You know what? I think that is where I'm gonna give a break for now.
Okay. All right.
Because I need to pen some notes down real quick.
There they go,
I
letting
like my
in those
puppy.
2-hump camels.
I like
This
my
is a 1-hump camel type of play.
I have a puppy.
Gonna get you a ride.
God.
I'll have a character sheet for your puppy by the end of this, Lee.
You do? Do you have a picture for her?
Yep, I'm looking for one now.
Better have a sheet from mine too.
I will.
Your puppy's gonna be
Good.
dead by the end of the
No,
episode.
you shut the fuck
Well,
up.
no, maybe if you had taken it, the puppy would have died, but you left it in someone capable, if not
He's
sketchy.
capable. He's
If-
raised dogs.
if-
Fuck you.
He's capable. They have a
If that one
healer.
dies, there are others.
Uh-huh. There's
We can
always
just
another one.
He sure is
We can
capable.
just take all of the puppies.
Are you suggesting we murder her?
No, just be like,
Is
hey.
Anna here? No, I am not suggesting we murder Anna's character.
So why did you just say, let's take all of them? Go like, what are you...
Speaking of which, Anna, thank you for the assistance. I think that is all we will need for tonight.
Oh, you just didn't want to do a female voice, wasn't that it?
I really can't do a female voice.
It's quite alright. I understand.
To be fair, that's part of the reasons why I haven't DM'd yet, is because I'm going to be getting a voice changer or whatever.
I mean,
If you
doing a
really-
female voice, this is the only female voice I can do. Just a really timid and quiet girl.
Who also
I
sounds
mean,
very slightly
so-
stuck up.
All you really gotta do is, because even a male voice can sound feminine if you just add the right tones to it. It doesn't really matter. I mean, there are even women that have really deep voices that sound like this, and they just keep talking like they have been smoking for like 50 years, man. So, you know.
To be fair, plenty of them have been smoking for 50 years.
I smoked for like 3 years of my life. I've got emphysema.
Yeah, man, in the age of information,
osteoporosis.
3 years is a long time, man.
I've got
Oh, yeah.
glaucoma.
Cobalt.
I'll say it again.
And all the ash.
Thonin,
Oh my
Thonin,
god.
Oh,
welcome to the world of being a DM.
yeah, it's interesting. I didn't
Guys.
expect. You know, no, this will be things for after
Yeah.
session.
Have to deal with us crappy players.
How much time do we have, Nick, with your whole
Uh,
thing? Because I haven't memorized
about
when
a
you do that.
About an hour. It starts
Yeah, I
at
was gonna say,
5:45.
isn't 5:30 to cut off?
Yeah,
I'm
Oh.
back.
Okay.
Damn
about 45 minutes.
it.
That way I can go get food and eat and stuff before.
Okay.
Who
Makes
needs
sense.
to eat? Come on, man. Now you're just being selfish.
Sustenance is for the living.
There you go. There's my answer. I'm
Who
living.
needs to live anyways? Come on.
Undead. Or Warforged.
Or ghoul.
Or
I
ghost.
believe This would be a pretty good voice for a Warforged.
All it's making me think of is ghouls from Fallout now.
Yeah,
A
Yeah,
little bit.
Yeah.
which still fits for Warforged, so.
I have no idea what sort of hell this is playing on my vocal cords.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Yeah.
That's
I should
actually,
probably stop doing
y-
that.
Probably.
yeah, you should. You should.
I can only imagine your eyes are probably tearing up a little bit.
Actually, no, not at all.
Oh, okay. Usually when I do voices that do that kind of reverberation, it fucks up, like it starts making my eyes water.
Yeah, I just feel like I need to take a drink.
Mm.
Not that. Yeah.
Don't worry, man. I
It
got
feels
some-
like I have a slightly sore throat, but it's not like, oh my god, I can't do this for longer than 5 seconds. When I get to that type of voice, I have to pause mid-sentence. With that, I was able to say sentence after sentence after fucking sentence.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically Nam is the voluntary babysitter the entire fucking party now.
Yeah.
You volunteered, that's the thing.
Yes, and that's why he hates himself.
And this is why
Okay.
Red really needed to have that one trait of looking after everyone.
Right. Leah, I got the character sheet. It's in NPCs.
Yay! I can't wait. Let me see the puppy. Oh, so cute. Oh,
Wait a
God,
second.
oh, but you
I need to
Wait
think
a
of the name
second.
of my puppy too.
Oh, oh.
What was
You
the
did not
description
make
of
that. You
the?
made it as a character sheet, not as an NPC sheet.
Oh, oops.
Can I just ask this one question?
What's up?
Lee, what color is Red's wolf?
Red's wolf is black and gray.
What color was the adult female wolf?
The adult female, the mom was
She was white with spots on her paws.
white
Okay.
undercoat, so she's dark gray on the top with a white
Yeah.
undercoat. That's all.
For a brief moment, I was like, wait, did this guy just sell a wolf that wasn't his?
I mean, I could. We're
Red
already
is-
dealing with criminal activity, so.
If any of these wolves were red, it would be the old battle torn one.
Yeah, number 5.
Mm-hmm.
Because we didn't, I didn't hear any color when you were describing that one, so that's why there's none there.
Also,
Yeah, he
Red
also-
has Red's wolf is a male, not a female.
Yeah. He also kind of sold those wolves for 1,500 silver.
What?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
150 gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a small amount of money. Why would you agree to that?
Because he's greedy.
I mean, here it's, 500 silver for some pups. Wait, no. 5,000.
5,000, yes.
Yes, 5,000.
1,500.
What the?
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Here's up.
50 each. 50 each for.
Here's this up now, Pinky.
That's almost enough to buy
Yay!
a full plate armor, I think.
I need to get
Okay.
a good
Oh, it's
name.
adorable.
I'm naming her Moon Moon. Moon Moon.
Goddamn Moon.
God damn it, Lee.
I'm immediately
I'm
making your
not
intelligence
actually,
added too.
I'm not making it Moon Moon. I was making a joke.
It's a very weird name.
No, it shall be named Moon Moon. It shall somehow gain class levels in Druid, and it shall have wild shape person.
I love it. No, if Larry dies and Red comes into play, she's just gonna take all of the dogs. She's gonna have a pack. Any wolf she meets is just gonna be like, no, come be my friend.
Well, if Noah dies and Ushwa comes in, then yeah, that'll definitely happen.
If Richard dies, well, it depends on what everyone else goes with, but you might end up with a talking tree, or you might end up with a dragon boy.
Guys, we're just gonna do a circle of druids. We're just gonna be a circle of druids that
Hey,
just
Red.
Yeah.
hippies out and wanders the forest,
There's a
guys.
reason why I made Red. Red has been made because she is a melee fighter. So she is not a druid. So
The
if
talking
everyone
isn't a druid.
dies and everyone else's backup characters are druids, then we'll still have someone that can do the main fighting. That is why I made Red. Love Red. She's great. Excuse me.
Delicious.
God, I hate you.
Right.
I'm sorry?
Not to you people. Something's stolen.
I'm really rolling to see how long your ass is knocked out for.
Yeah.
And fuck.
Pupper.
I was rolled max. Fuck off.
Down and out for the next 3 weeks, guys. Bye.
Holy shit.
Alright, so my puppy's name is going to be Alburn when we finally get him.
Well,
Wait, I forgot to ask. Did we
Let's get my
actually
cells
check
off
what
back.
gender it was? Is it a boy? Did we make sure it was actually a boy?
Yes,
Probably
that is
the
a boy.
Okay,
That is a boy.
I had to be
I-
sure.
To be fair, I didn't stay, but yes, that was a
Yes.
man.
I'll be back.
That's what I forgot. Like,
He's
I forgot.
dying.
That's
It's
fine.
okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're still on the 10 anyways. I will actually be back too because I forgot something.
He's still going to be called Alburn.
Auburn.
Alburn, yes.
You know, I need to go get a glass of water. Because fuck me, all this talking's killing me.
Because I'm going to stick to the fact that German counts as a draconic dialect, so whatever. Yeah. Shit.
Is it bad that I just had a really weird moment where the thought shot through my heads of why don't we just have Richard ask what the wolves' gender identities are?
Yeah, that's a little odd, yes. Just a little bit. Because the question then comes up, how does he know?
Richard looks at them. It can talk to animals.
Yeah, but then you have to ask, do the dogs understand the concept of gender yet? It's still puppies.
Probably not.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm here. Tom's rolling insight. What?
Insight too.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Say, all these
Everything.
rolls reflected me as I would in that situation pretty well, but I'm pretty sure my insight roll would be a little bit higher. All I'm
You
gonna
found
say.
out that Dick has gone to join the circus.
Okay.
He was
that's-
voluntold to join the circus.
He's now the bearded dragon.
Oh god.
The bearded dick.
The world's first 2-inch dragon.
Oh god.
We warn viewers, you will be shocked, amazed, and terrified of the 2-foot dragon.
So wait, Dick is actually in the circus?
Now he
I
is.
don't know. Hello?
got Jordan
I know he
Draper.
got kidnapped by a fucker who looks like a circus performer.
Who also happened to be using chloroform, so he's probably.
You're probably
So he's
not
probably
wrong.
with the circus.
Guys, we're gonna go
Okay.
fucking kill the circus. I'm okay with this.
You know what? I'm also on board.
I,
with
as a human being, am okay with this as long as they're bad
I'm
people.
gonna kill all those clowns.
I am on board with us taking out a circus. Because in the words of my wise mother, fuck.
So,
Watch out
Okay,
for the
so I'm
clowns
not needed
casting
right
acid
yet.
splash with spritzer balls.
No, and I'm pretty sure we're not going to be besieging Corin's place for a little bit.
Not yet.
Watch
Oh
as
my-
this young child stays atop 3 rubber balls that are on fire.
And then jumps through a hoop.
alright. Guys, go about your fun. You go about your fun.
Also on
I'm
fire.
back. Sorry, my food.
And using shocking grasp
That
with
was
those
more
hand
important.
buzzers.
So good. What's you get?
Fancy burrito.
Oh, that'd
On
be a shitty
greens.
night.
Very good. More Mexican food. I eat Mexican food almost every day.
Oh, it's a good thing we'll be right next to a Mexican restaurant then.
I mean, Jay,
Huh?
aren't you?
What? What's that supposed to mean, Nick?
Oh, sorry,
Nick.
sorry. I can actually cook
Nick,
Mexican food.
Do you
Sorry.
think Jay knows how to cook anything more than a bologna sandwich?
I mean,
Hey,
top
I
ramen.
made macaroni and cheese out of the box. Fuck
Top
you.
ramen.
Something tells me that Thomas is the kind of person that can manage to burn cornflakes.
I'd believe that. I
I'm not
would buy
talking
that
about
story.
the time that I did that. Let's continue with the session.
Yep, that is a story I bought. All right, so Full price on that one. So, y'all ready to find our dick? Not in our pants, trust me.
Oh, hey, Arnold.
Although we gotta wait for Nom, because he's the only one with a dick, so we don't know where the dick's at the moment.
You're not gonna look at my dick.
You're the one who knows where the dick's at.
Yes, yes. And unfortunately, he doesn't have a really good way of making sure that this lead doesn't disappear right now.
Oh.
I guess before we jump to you, Noam, what is Noah and Larry doing now that they're back to the room? Are they just sort of resting, or?
They're resting and playing with the puppy.
Yeah, Noah's out and resting and watching. Using thaumaturgy to play with the puppy.
Just little puffs of air. Literally could be expressed into digitation like a laser pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Oh gosh. Okay, perfect. Then I guess for Gnome here. What are you doing now that you've spoken with a man who tripped over trash?
And I can make the laser pointer make noises. It's a squeaky toy every time it hits it. Squeak!
Perfect.
A useful
God.
laser pointer. Perfect.
Oh my god, Nom.
Okay. So after being quote-unquote alerted by the lizard... Oh my god, he's banking everything right now on a fucking lizard.
This is gonna go perfect. Did you get sent a GIF or something? Memes.
No.
Okay.
No, he's considering the situation right now, and
Yeah.
yes,
No, I just really thought about a squeaky laser pointer and I can't
Yeah.
stop laughing.
Right? It would be perfect for any animal.
Oh my god. Nick, you're a fucking... You're a scientist of some kind.
God. Well, when I become an engineer, Nick, I'll try to make that dream a reality.
Thank you.
All
Thank
my
you.
money. Anyways.
God. Oh, Lee, Thoden, you guys will get free.
Oh!
Thank you. Lacey will enjoy it.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, I don't know if he'll be that soon, but it'll be wild.
And one of our 8 other dogs will enjoy it.
Also named Lacey. We'll enjoy it.
Lee has issues with
Exactly.
letting animals go, so she started naming every dog. Kind of sad, actually.
Oh no,
Anyways.
what are you doing?
All right, man. Listen, I don't give a shit what you saw. All I want you to do is just tell me what you fucking saw, okay? That's all I want, and then our business is done.
Roll an intimidation.
Yep.
Is it being kind of intimidating?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that's exactly the point. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's kind of the point.
So, when you mentioned that, I imagine you sort of like take a step closer, sort of beef yourself up a little bit, just sort of make yourself look bigger. As
Oh,
an
he went to boot
instinct.
camp. He knows how to make somebody start listening.
Exactly. He turns and faces you. His full attention is on you now, and like his eyes dart down to not look at yours. It's just like, I'm telling you, I didn't see nothing. This is just a pile of trash. If it's so important, you just dig through it yourself.
You're telling me that you didn't see. How long were you in the area? Were you just going straight through after looking at snakes?
I mean, not straight through. I've been following the main roads.
Why are you in that alleyway if you were following the main? Nam will be approaching slowly as he interrogates the man.
It was just one of the routes to go through. I swear, man, come on.
You saw nothing.
Nothing at all, just some garbage. It's some fucking weirdo with a white cloak who's walking around. That's it.
There we go. Describe the man with the white cloak. Where was he going from there?
I don't know. If you look around, there's a few of them that are just walking around the city.
Do you
I
know
don't
what
know
they're...
what. Sorry, God.
Oh yeah. You don't know what they're here for?
I assume they're just some form of circus act or something. Just viewing the people and seeing who'd be most interested. But it seems most of them try and keep from going in the main roads if they can.
Gonna do another insight check.
Go for it.
Advantage helping.
Hello. I don't need the advantage. Unless it's the counter or disadvantage, please.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. He seems way too scared to be lying right now.
Nom can be quite the people person.
There's two types of people.
Nom will just brighten up at that and finally just smile widely. Thank you so much. That's all I need to know. You have yourself a wonderful day, man. And he'll just turn around and walk away.
Yeah, you too? You hear as you walk away and just...
And now he knows who he needs to kidnap and start breaking the legs of.
We are
Alright.
the nicest people.
Nom's under a lot of
Okay.
pressure. Right? He's under a lot of pressure.
Pressure. Like those legs.
Oh, those will be under. Well, they will be under pressure, just not too long. Not too long.
But a much more intense pressure, I think.
Yeah. Very
Sudden-
targeted. Very targeted.
Sure. Now, where are you going, Tom?
Oh, he'll just be smiling and walking along back to the inn. That way he can actually tell everybody what the hell has been going on.
Okay. Give me 2 perceptions while you're walking back. It'll be at 2 different points.
Gotcha. Oh, good.
Static.
Okay. So, first one, you get to this little bend that's by a few alleyways as you're crossing through the animal pens of the fair going on. And from the glimpse from like the corner of your eye, you think you see a shuffle of white, and so like you're thinking, oh, white clothes. So you turn and look, and you like looking through, you see it's actually just like a sheet, sort of hanging from some wire in front of the alleyway.
It's the clan.
Besides that, you don't really notice anything too suspicious. You do notice like a handful of people walking around in white robes, but like when you try and like look at them further, you see that they don't really have a mask. Their hoods are down. It's just some random so and so.
I'm getting the feeling that Nom's gonna be hurting some innocent people by accident until they find out who they're looking for.
And at the second,
Have you seen my dick? I'm looking for my dick.
I'm looking for my 2-foot-long dick. Please. It wandered away.
he talks funny and does magic.
He smells really bad.
If you watch him long enough, you'll do a trick. I swear.
Oh, let's keep going, please.
Yes, please.
I regret nothing.
Okay, we're back.
Anyways, that's the much you see on the second. You see a few dudes in just white robes, but it turned out to not be nothing really. Yeah, that's all you see until you make your way to the inn.
Okay. Nom will just continue petting the lizard as he approaches the room. He'll knock before entering because there is a woman in there. What do you want, lizard?
No, that's not the lizard. That's inside the room.
Inside the room. You
Oh.
hear Literally, and no, you hear the knocking from outside the door. Your dog instantly looks to the door very excitedly and barks twice. Nom, you hear two barking.
Yeah, that's still not a sign that he can enter because, again, there's a woman in there.
Okay, if he comes in. Clearly. Who is it?
Okay, I'm back. Who is it?
Who else?
I don't know. Who are you?
Oh, I swear to Christ.
Oh! Larry gets up and opens the door.
Nom will wait for her to clear space for him to enter before coming inside.
Yeah, she'll move out of the way for him to get in.
Please, enter.
Alright, so...
Lizard is just standing on his head.
Why'd the lizard get smaller?
That's the wrong
Where-
lizard.
Go.
We have a problem.
Oh.
What happened to Richard?
Well, he appears to have Hey, Arnold.
Meep.
Who's this Arnold you keep speaking of?
I'm calling this little guy Arnold until we find it.
Oh,
Meep, meep.
okay. Hi, Arnold. So
God damn it. God damn it.
seems Richard's been taken then? Or what?
He's missing. My new little friend here was making some noise, and he led me to an alleyway. And then he stopped. Our dear friend was nowhere to be seen, and after hearing from a very helpful witness, there appeared to be a suspicious man in a white robe in the area. So
Do
he's
I
probably been
believe
kidnapped.
the lizard?
Which lizard are we talking about?
The one on your shoulder, Arnold. Does he look innocent, or does he seem like he might be guilty of this crime? Or a missing dick? Noah doesn't know what magic can do, so she is possibly thinking that the lizard might actually be Richard, just magicked to look different. So
There is a picture of the familiar if you want to share it around.
still, Noah doesn't understand magic. She's never really experienced it beyond what she's been shown in this campaign. So she's just assuming magic can do fucking anything. So maybe it
To be
turned
fair,
a
that
big
is-
lizard into a little lizard. I don't know.
To be fair, that is also Nom's interpretation of magic, so...
In reality, that is true, though. The big lizard could technically become the little lizard with magic.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Unfortunately, I don't have polymorph. Yes.
Except Nom actually recognizes the lizard because he was shown him way too close by Richard previously, so...
Richard had that thing?
Yes, this is
Yeah.
his little pet, apparently.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
guys had
remember
asked
that.
Richard what he
But
could do.
Larry,
and summoned it.
Larry would know this is a familiar, right?
Oh yeah, he would have shown you how he summoned it beforehand, and you would recognize it as a familiar.
I remember none of that.
It's not a pet, it's a familiar. It's
Whatever.
A magical...
It's
Larry
a-
just lets out a sigh of
it's a
horror.
pet.
Maybe we can get, maybe, do we have anything of Richard's?
Nom will be picking up the lizard.
Other than the lizard, like something that would have Richard's gross, nasty scent on it.
Meep,
I
meep,
mean,
meep, 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 meep. It hops off of the shoulder and goes onto the floor and just sort of like does that dog point thing at the door.
Larry's
We
gonna
will
look
open
out
the
the
door.
Literally opens the door with Noah over her shoulder looking outside of it as well.
The familiar begins patting down the staircase to like downstairs and going out of the inn.
Nom is going to be looking at the dog and trying to figure out what the hell he's going to do to entertain the dog while the two girls chase after.
No, Larily is bringing the puppy. Come on, let's go as a team.
Noah possesses
Teamwork
Larry.
makes the dream work. She's gonna
Nightmares,
take the
cannons,
dog.
dreams.
Don't get more people
She
kidnapped.
looks at. Does Nom have a cloak?
No.
I didn't. I just thought I'd ask.
No, I mean I'm in the middle of chuckling. Didn't mean it that way. Just this whole situation.
Okay, so Larily is like, just try to look like the dog belongs here.
Okay, yeah, because I'm the one who has issues with casual.
Larily just walks out of the.
Nom's gonna sigh. Who's holding the dog? Who's taking the dog with him?
Let Nom hold him because
Okay.
she kind of she's kind of grateful to him for the dog.
Okay. Well, Nom will be making sure he has all of his shit on him. And by that, I mean the combat shit. And then taking the dog in his arms and making discreet motions to try and make the dog not look completely like a dog without doing anything to the dog.
Give me a stealth.
The fuck does that mean?
Like this?
I don't know. I just kind of feel like I have to help. I don't really
I don't want to be a horrible person, I guess.
I mean, Nom seems to like it. I guess it's kind of his pet. She's thinking this all
I
in her
seriously have
head.
no idea
Oh,
why
yeah.
you people are helping him.
Oh yeah.
To be honest.
Noah's made up her mind. Nom likes it.
No, Nom does not like it.
That's what Noah knows.
Why
Nom
the
likes it.
fuck are you trying to save
That's
him?
what Larily thinks.
So 2/3 of the party assumes that you're trying to save him because you like him, and you're like, no, I don't fucking like this thing.
No,
Why am I?
no.
We're not
Like
gonna-
is a word that Nom doesn't use for many things anymore.
But so far, and yet you're
But,
trying to save him. I have no idea why. And I'm
we-
fine
we-
with that.
We follow
Are
after
you?
the.
I have a
I am
question.
not.
Is this you trying to kill off Dick?
No, this is not. This is something he did. I have no idea what's happening.
This is
This
story,
literally-
man.
This literally could have happened to any one of you, and it's just so fucking unfortunate.
Except for me.
Okay. So let's keep going.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why do you think I didn't want any of us splitting up?
Yeah. We're gonna all stick together now.
Jesus
Uh,
Christ.
AKA Larily and Nom are gonna be walking together with a dog at their side, like a couple or something, with Noah as a third wheel.
And
And Meep Meep up
what was
ahead.
the name that you gave to
Arnold.
Arnold. I'm calling him Arnold. now.
Arnold at the front, leading you to the nearest sewer grate?
Hey, Arnold. Larily got tiny.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
It was life. Life happened.
He's gonna lead us to a sewer grate, and Larily's gonna let out a disgusted, like, noise and look to Nom and say, "So did you check the sewers? Because that's where he said he wanted to be."
The grate looked like it was undisturbed. The animal did not. Well, Arnold made no motion of going towards it. If he did go inside the sewer, then he probably would have known.
Me.
Well, now Arnold looks like it wants to go in the sewer.
So it seems. I guess we're going to be retrieving one of his effects.
Probably. Let's go.
Alright.
Have that one
Larily
thing
is
to keep yourself
very,
clean.
very upset. Sorry, can you repeat that, Nick?
Oh, she was just saying that you have that one spell to keep you clean.
Oh, right. Doesn't prestidigitation let me clean things?
Yes, it does.
Good.
Nom
I
was
should
actually about to
curious.
say, I'm not going to carry you in the sewer, by the way.
Yeah, because I was looking at thaumaturgy to see if Noah could do that, but she can't do that. I can't clean things up.
I mean, we literally had a point in time in the last campaign where Lucian spent how many hours in a
Oh,
Darkguard latrine?
Before
I don't
Larily
even
goes
know.
down here, though, she is changing her new shoes out for her
Yes.
old shoes. She's not wearing her new shoes down there. Her new shoes are going back in her bag, safe. She's
Nom
wearing
is just
her
going
old
to
shoes.
sigh and offer to carry the boots for her just in case it would be an issue.
No, I'm fine. I can carry them. We're all good. Thank you, though.
Mhm. Meanwhile, he will continue carrying the puppy because there's no way that white coat is
Ooh, yeah. I mean,
not happening.
prestidigitation.
not happening. It's not happening.
I'm assuming that there is a lizard on one shoulder and a wolf on the other.
As amazing as that would be, no, I believe the dog is large enough that it would have to take up.
Yeah, it's a 20-pound dog. That's not a put it on your shoulder dog.
Yeah.
Also,
I mean, if
dogs don't have that balance.
I was gonna say if it was a
I've
very
tried putting Lacey on my shoulder. She does not like it.
It
to
never
be
ends
fair,
well.
Macy's a wiener dog, and those guys don't have good balance anyways.
Just in general.
Yeah,
All over.
pretty much. I mean, certain dogs could do it. I just don't think this puppy is trained for that yet.
Yeah.
You know, like gecko thing where a lizard just runs on the wall.
On that note, I really wish we could bring Charles along, but I doubt the guard would.
Let us bring a lizard into the middle of the sewer? Yeah, I don't think so.
Probably not.
no.
No.
Probably not.
No such luck.
Oh, and I sent that to you, didn't I?
You did, and I'm trying to get it set up, but I figured, fuck it, it'll be
I'm
okay.
sorry, I didn't. I'm assuming that you didn't expect this to happen.
No.
Not this early, at least.
Not this early. But
Guys, I
hey,
need to
that's
see.
what the fun of D&D is all about.
I know, right?
Hey, I was
And-
planning to just have only Richard come here so we didn't have to show this shit off.
I mean, the only problem is just that the picture you sent me, like trying to expand it and stuff, it looks very not great.
Pixelated.
Yeah. That's really the only issue, so I can't parse.
Right click it whenever it's in a window and
Mhm.
have it do search this image on Google and see if you can get a larger version of it.
You can't. I made it.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna need assistance with some details of some items I'm seeing on there. That's basically it.
That is.
So, little lizard leads you down into the sewers here. You are going to be on the left side up here.
I'm inside Larreley, so.
Yep. You currently possessing him, her, and Nom with two dogs on their.
You didn't make a token for my dog.
Oh no, I'm sorry, I didn't.
It's okay, I'll make one later. It's not a big deal. She's just being carried, so it's not really a big deal unless something changes.
Unless, you know, she starts getting attacked and killed, and then we have to do other things. Oh, hey, that's
Pretty
a
much.
that's interesting looking lizard.
That would be Met.
Arnold.
Yes.
Hey, Arnold.
Anytime anyone says that, I think of "Oh, hey Arnold."
Oh yeah, me too.
Mhm.
Every time. Great having that as your last name
Am I the
too.
only one who just sort of thinks, no?
Your last name is Arnold?
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
The
It's
more you know.
beautiful.
Yeah, I can tell that. I'll try to find the exact dimensions for this because I know that it's supposed to go down a lot more. Because the other room, like those rooms are supposed to be circular.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry too much about it.
Deja vu.
So he leads you down into the sewers. First thing that hits you is just the stench. It's not as bad as you would have expected. Like you brace yourselves for basically a punch in the face of like waste. But
Richard,
instead,
we were preparing for Richard.
Yep.
yeah, pretty much. But instead, you get like a more of a mildew smell. Still not fantastic, but it's a lot better than you were thinking.
Smells like mold.
This is one of the few times I'm happy that Blizzard has been near me. Because
Yeah.
this smells fucking fantastic compared to this.
least it doesn't like make me gag.
You get
One
that.
of the
and you
reasons Richard has it as familiar. It's air freshener.
s-
Ah man.
Christ.
Only when he leaves, though. Only when he leaves.
Nom will chuckle at the gagging comment, so.
Let's go across.
You cross the bridge. It doesn't look like it's made of sturdy wood, but it's able to hold magnificently well as you cross over.
We cross one at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the water is rushing. Looking down, it doesn't seem like it's dirty or anything. Just seems like it's seawater that's flowing through the channel here. As you continue, the little Martmar takes you over to a small entrance on the left side of the wall there.
Like Arnold found a
Yeah,
trail.
it's like it looks like a portion of wall, but there's a slight amount of brick movement there.
Do we have to
And-
crouch down to get into here? Sorry.
It's a single space tunnel, so it's cramped for anything that is not size small.
So
So-
crouching and crawling, yes.
Pretty much.
Suck in your gut, Nom.
Did
He's
she
the
say
one.
this aloud? Did she say this aloud?
Yeah, but in like a much more nice. She's more like,
Playfully.
yeah. She's like, just remember to suck in your gut.
There's no way that could be seen as a nice.
Hey, no, you better be careful. Your fat ass might get stuck.
It's pretty tight in here.
When
I need some grease.
when Lee starts crawling through the space, he'll just give her a bird for a second and just follow after.
Might need to make use of the grease spell for this one.
Oh God.
There's a spell that does.
There is a spell called grease.
Yep.
No one
The
has
musical?
it.
Shut
sorry.
the fuck. Okay.
No, the
Yeah.
country.
They're inside.
I'm sorry.
You don't want to come across
Sparky
the second
just
or third.
begins running around in circles. Just sort of being like, everything in here.
What? Oh wait, what do we see when we walk into the room?
You walk into the. Yeah, I'll leave that up to Dick because I can't really tell.
Yeah, you see directly to your immediate right is a large table that appears to have been made out of like 40 other tables. On top of it is just an assortment of weird tools, leathers. There's a human skull on there. There's what you think to be a small amount of like skin tanning. That's a little bit too pale to be an animal. Over across the room from you is just a bunch of books lying around in a circle with some weird magical odds and ends near a closed chest.
Ow! 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 Okay.
And then to the left, there's also another passage that goes upward, and to the right, another passage that goes down. Down like a slight slope.
Nom will just sit back as opposed to accidentally touching something that he should not be
Does
touching.
this room smell more like Richard?
I think with the 4 days we've traveled with him, we're used to his pungence.
Nom is. I'm pretty sure everybody else stayed the hell away.
I would say this place actually smells pretty good.
Anything you'll do?
Does like the chair here look Richard sized?
It's, you know what a baby chair looks like?
Yeah.
So we
Richard
yeah.
size.
we could fit our dick on it. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, we're gonna go look around and see anything in the... Anyone?
Okay.
She'll
Uh,
depossess Larily and start searching.
Literally goes up here.
No, I'm just gonna
Momo
stay
goes
by the
down there.
entrance. I'm gonna watch just in case.
Just
And
in
I
case.
don't like touching your things. Nam will say in a very ambiguous manner.
Ah.
I leave Sonnen to decide which room I should just describe first.
Go ahead and describe the one that Lee went into.
Yeah, smaller.
Pretty small room. There's a bedroll to one side. Doesn't appear too well kept. Two portions of the walls are actually collapsed in on themselves. It's obvious this room doesn't have a lot of maintenance done to it, though it appears to have been slept in probably within the last 7 days.
Okay, she's gonna back the fuck out of there. That's nasty.
Dick bedroom. It's where you lay your dick down at night.
Hold on. How recent was that bed laid into?
I'd say like about
7
7
days.
days. I might be wrong. I don't know how long Dick was in that treasure chest that you found him in.
Okay, I was gonna say that's a red flag.
I mean, it took us 4 days to get there, or well, 2 days to get back after we got our dick. So 5 days before that would have been, which would have
Yeah.
been 3 days before we left to go and meet up with our fateful dick.
Okay, how long has Dick not been here?
Dick, it's been about 2 weeks.
Okay, so it looks like it hasn't been slept in for about 2 weeks.
There we go.
Okay. I thought that was intentional. Going like, oh, something else is here actually. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
shit.
No, it's just you just can't do math.
So
Neat.
And now shall I describe that room that Noah is going in?
Go for it.
Okay, the moment you enter, you notice there's a fuck ton of coffins.
Ah.
Pretty small coffins, but a lot of them. And across from you is a fire pit full of like burned bones and an altar depicting a skeletal black dragon.
Noah's gonna stick her head in just to see if there are bodies inside of these coffins or if they're all just empty. Just stick her head inside of the coffin
Open one?
just to see.
Oh yeah, because you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a dead kobold.
Okay,
there.
she pulls herself out. Really don't think we can bring all of these with us. She's gonna walk over to the flames.
Hello, fire, my old friend.
Oh, look, it's an old flame.
I've come to talk with you again.
I mean, I don't think it would be lit at this time. It's like just full of broken bones and ash at this point, I think.
She looks in it. What's in it? She's gonna look at the bones. She can't really move them, so.
I mean, looks like small animal bones, like birds, frogs, fish. Some appear that they could belong to a kobold.
No reason to bring any of this stuff with us. Heads up, back up to the main room.
What's this pile of shit in front of Larry?
It's a lot of magical items, stuff that looks like would be used for practicing magic. A lot of what looks to be carving tools and bits of bone just sort of lying around. Some just sort of like scattered around as if you were trying to write on one with like a carving tool, but then you messed up and then threw that bit away.
Oh, I have the best idea. Larry is going to go to Nom, pick up the puppy, and then walk into the bedroom and put her in front of the bed so she can smell the bed. Not on the bed roll, but like so she can smell it.
Okay. I give you control of her character sheet, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Just give me a D20 roll for her.
Wee. That's a gross picture. I'm not pulling out a token for her. It squishes her. You have, babe. I would. Oh, just a D20 roll, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh. I'll just literally click anything because none of her stats have any stats in them. Okay.
Alright, so she looks at you, she looks at the bed, and she just sort of like tilts her head a little bit.
This isn't gonna work. She picks up the puppy. You're very good girl. Good try. She looks back and is like, Lizard, Arnold, smell
Meh.
the bed.
Meh.
Does it smell the bed?
Yes.
Lead us
The fully go in bed.
Okay, so while the scent might be old, you are able to get a good pick up on his scent from that. And well, basically you start following it like you would a trail.
Guys, we're chasing down our dick now. By chasing his pocket snake.
I'll find my dick one way or another.
Couldn't even go into your dick's room. I mean,
No,
Literally, I love that I tried to use the dog and it just didn't work.
yeah.
He's a young puppy, has been trained for that sort of thing.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, I don't think the puppy's trained for tracking yet.
No, she's not. The literally doesn't understand how that works.
she's working on it.
Hey, Nom, can you teach the dog how to track?
No.
Oh, fine.
Gotta learn that the dog can't do it first.
Literally knows how to track. She just needs to. She just needs to realize that she needs to teach the dog.
Yeah, I think it's the whole teaching a dog how to track.
So, leading you outside of the sewer here, he's following the scent that he picked up from the bed. We're gonna want to go back to this map.
As well as clean ourselves completely and utterly.
Not me. I'm good.
Jerk.
I smell like fire.
Okay, so as he's leading you around, oh wow, Larry's thing did get small. That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't touch it. I promise.
I mean, I'm fine with it being this small, but I don't know why that happened. Well,
I mean,
whatever.
I like it. It fits with the size of the map.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that's why I'm changing everyone else to match. It'll just make things easier in the long run.
See, now you're not small. We were just big.
So following this scent, you do notice after a little bit of walking, he is heading towards one of the exit gates. This one over here specifically. I'll move you guys. Yeah. I want all of you, including Mitmer, to give me an intelligence roll.
That would
Would
not
I
be with
be
advantage.
assisting-
So
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, fuck!
All right.
See, Lee, this
Did
is
you
why you've
want me
been
to make
rolling
one as
so
well?
poorly. This is it right here. You finally cashed in your chip.
So Nom and Noah, you both are just sort of following along, just like he knows where he's going. Larry, you're looking at this creature and you're seeing it leaving the gate, generally following like sort of like a path through the back alleys. When you realize, oh shit, it might be following the same scent from 2 weeks ago.
No, Airly just picks it up. No.
Meh.
We take it where it led Nom
Yeah,
at one time.
Nom, where did the little guy lead you before?
I'll take you there. And so Nom does, and it's 5:35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be ending it here soon. So yeah, once he'll lead you all the way back across town. Takes about 30 minutes to get back to the alley where he went down. You both notice that it's a very oddly built alley with with a bend in the center of it, as it both leads into and out of the main street. Once you get there, he takes a little sniff around. He looks around for a little bit, and he actually starts to scamper off towards the north. He goes all the way up and stops right about here into this clear opening.
That's by the hospital.
It is, and I think that's where I'm going to call it for tonight.
We
Okay.
don't even know what we come across.
Nope.
That's what we come across next week.
That's what I have to come up with.
Do we get XP? Give me XP.
All right, you guys did some stuff, so you do get some stuff. Give me a second to measure to calculate it
Richard,
out
get
here.
XP.
Unfortunately, Richard gets nothing.
Dick,
I
your limp.
figured.
I mean, you're gonna get your own stuff, so don't worry about it.
You got stiff and then went straight limp. I mean,
This is what happens when you fight with a camel. This is called karma.
He can't perform under pressure. He can't perform under pressure. It's too much.
Please tell them what I said to the camel.
All right, so
tell
looks
us when you
like-
get back to us, because we're gonna get mad at you for yelling at a camel and then getting kidnapped because of it. So
Oh yeah,
you
Nom
can tell
will be
us
very
later.
pissed at you. Nom will be pissed.
You find him, and the camel's just sitting in a chair, legs crossed.
with one of those mafia beret kind of hats, just like
Listen,
No,
you
Dick.
know I'm a camel shifter.
No, Dick, I expect you to die.
God.
But you guys got 5 XP.
hey guys, I'm 5% closer to leveling up to 5.
I am 8. I'm 8 away from leveling.
I'm
I'm mildly tilted. now.
100.
Mildly tilted.
Aw, nice. I'll be back.
All right, I will talk at you guys later.
Okay. See you,
Have a
Nick.
wonderful night.
Oh yeah. Good luck.